Uh, just preparing some stuff on Discord first. My microphone. No, not on Discord. On OBS. Start. Oh fuck. Basically, aircon of being on insane temperature. Like it's either too high, so ignore this part. We're still on the waiting zone. Okay. All right. If I let's tag this person. I need to. Especially, you know that I'm stopping taking my pill. Stopping but reducing it. Then you receive a whole rant. DM. Go to will take 2 minutes. But you know I'm bad at my times now. Be right back. Hello. Entiendo. Inten- Also, I don't know, to start talking. I have when you have take pills, control your body to reacting weird or to reacting extremely like shaking and stuff like that, even for a minimum stress, tension, something like that. I don't know. Saying, just saying. I don't know if I have that, but what I know is that uh, uh, so this part is not related, okay? Nintendo. What? Wait, I will read it in a moment. Part is not related. To the topic of the stream. Well, a bit, no? Just a bit. But not directly. Um, you know that I'm decreasing the amount of or the dose of the pills that I'm taking. So if for some days you see me like that, you can notice that I'm shaking with my voice and stuff like that. It's not that I'm uh it's not that I'm feeling bad, it's just my body reacting to the same amounts of stress that I could be receiving in one day or another. So that way maybe you will notice me a bit different. No, but that's a good thing. Let me tell you why. Not the fact that my body reacts like this, but uh, the fact that I'm decreasing those pills because I've been taking them since like what 8 years already. I'm 20, so yeah, it's like since like 7 years, maybe 8. Uh, these pills helped me a lot during the years when there was a lot of violence, a lot of um emotional damage and stuff like that. Now, thankfully, I live in complete peace on my on the place where I am. I'm happy of everything I've achieved. Um, and I feel there's a thing with those pills. The reason why I want to decrease them, not only because you don't have to take them for your entire life, but also because you have to. Yeah, this is one of those streams where I talk about me more. Uh, but wait, I'll remove this part for one moment. For one moment. Okay, I was saying. Well, one thing I'm proud of is that when I play stuff, I have views, and when it's drama, I don't have too much views, and that's really good because it's how it's the healthy that is my community. But yeah, continuing the topic, those pills were basically like an emotional anesthesia. Like I knew I was happy at some moments, I was unable to show it. You know, as I said, this part is not related with the topic of the stream yet. It's just maybe updates or something. Anything going really well in my life, and I took the decision of stopping taking my not stopping but decreasing them gradually until I stop them completely. Because I need to learn how to live with my emotions. So I don't know. I People that know me know well. At first, I used to say that my brain was a puzzle that not even I understood. Consider that I say that when I was on a relation of friendship with a narcissist. Uh, um, well, something like that. I don't want to get into details, but the ones who know. But that's personal. I don't like to talk shit about someone that I considered a friend before, unless they do it first, of course, or unless they cross lines. So these days I will be like, when I get happy, you will notice it, and when I get stressed, you will notice it too. Basically, but it's a good thing because I've been enjoying things like never before. For decreasing my pills, I just need to get used to 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 the situation so my body doesn't get, what's the name, these reactions. Because physically, if I have a little bit of stress, it's like my entire body shaking already. Uh, Even if it's something like I'm like even laughing or something, but if there's a bit of stress, I just naturally, as a reaction, shake or stuff like. Well, in a way, you're talking about already the condition of you, and then you eventually get to the person who has prejudice. Well, that's a way to see it. Yes. Hmm. But I feel it is a good opportunity to comment about that because it feels different. My mind controls my body really well on many aspects. Just that there are reactions of my body that I can't control. Uh, in fact, I kinda want to talk about this until a bit more people arrive. If they don't arrive, then I just start talking about the topic of the video. If you're watching the VOD, just search the part when I start sharing my screen. Um, because I will do it in a moment. So there was this person. Well, no, not yet. I will talk about that when there's a bit more of people, or a bit more of time at least, to also to help my body to stop shaking, for in part for the aircon being on the maximum level, in part for the stress, and in part for the pills situation, which I'll be okay. This will improve. Don't worry about that. Hello, Olivia. How are you? How are you? Thank you. Thank you, Mesh. So yeah, I don't know. Because it's confusing because when decreasing my pills, and again for the people that are just joining, I'm still not talking about the topic of the title and thumbnail. I'm talking about personal thing first for a moment. So it's a weird combination because when I start decreasing my pills, my mind gets more lucid, but my body gets more shaky and more stupid. Even when in my mind I know nothing bad's going on, or I can even have positive aspects of that situation. It's the difference between mind and body, like two different aspects. What's the bad thing? That now, that every time I start having, my community is super silent, but hello, Hansu. Don't worry, Hansu, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm alrighty. But yeah, what was I saying? I said, well, not a lot of support in amount, but more like quality of support, quality of people. And that's something I really appreciate and will appreciate forever. Um, 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 but yeah, there's people that suppose that you have to act in a way. And if you don't act that way, it doesn't matter. It's because you're different. Let's see where to start. See where to start. Yeah, we'll start from here. Where's the thing? Your mind gets strong while your body is weak. Exactly. Convenient. I don't know. I've been always someone of mind. Also, if anything, these pressure problems that I have could be in big part for the lack of exercise. I literally get tired. Like if I run a marathon, just for dancing 1 minute. Dancing literally. I don't know any game of dancing. Just dance and no. What's the name of the one that was for the Xbox? That was like the copy. Oh, that. So, physical things like it's kind of my weakness. Like I accept my body is going to be weak for a long time until I start training it because I need the discipline. I don't have the discipline, and my mind gets stronger because I can think more. Um, I can see things deeper. So it feels weird. Like, I think I know what it is. My body, something like that. My body, probably my body too addicted to those pills. It's called sertraline, by the way. My body's too addicted to those pills, but my mind, it feels so free without them because, as I say, those are literally emotional anesthesia, and it literally does what I freaking jump scare of my. Look at this. Uh, hear this. No, you don't hear it, but it's an awful sound. You see, it only sounds when I'm talking. It's awful the way my speaker works, by the way. One from Tomate. Ah, not really. M. Okay, sorry. Try training to be able to do the Russian dance. You want to kill me? The classic one. I can't. I tried on a video call once, not too long ago. And I died, and I'm speaking from heaven. So I guess we could start with the topic. I should wait a bit more. I should wait a little bit more, or at least to talk a little bit more. Glad you both here for her. Yeah, don't worry, Hansu, if you don't have time, you say that. Um, even if you're not, yeah, I understand what you mean by that mesh. Taka, taka, taka. I need to raise because fuck, like my body. I think it's just that the pills made my body addicted to it, but made my mind suffer with them. That's why I feel that my mind is more free, but my body is less free, more uh, how's the name? Dependent. Because taking those pills for 8 years, 7 or 8 years, the normal is like 4 or 5 years. Ah, it's also a cool quote on a wall today. It doesn't get easier, you get better. Yes, exactly. Like you described it perfectly. That should be. Sorry. Speaking of. Uh, remember the plan? I will do a goal soon. That will be in case the roommate's plan works. Oh my god. Meshamo, you will love this, but it's a surprise, by the way. I'm preparing with, my team. And I see the progress, and damn. Damn. Uh, mm, what was I saying? Sorry. Uh, I don't know. I feel that it seemed similar to the abstinence syndrome that I taking those pills for 8 years or 7 years and removing them is definitely an experience that I don't. I don't know. It's not a torture. It's just weird when you get a cold, but with a lot of extra stuff. Bad example, really. Sorry. Mm, but yeah, those pills were hurting my mind, but helping my body in some way. Is what I theorized, because that explains why my body, while my mind feels free after reducing it, and why my body feels worse. But I feel I will get used. That's what happens when you stop taking a medicament. So don't worry about that aspect. I will eventually adapt to that. That's why I gradually remove parts of it. That's not related to the topic of the stream, as I say. I was just waiting, and I think I waited enough. So let's start the topic that I was going to talk about. There. No, wait. Check that I'm on the right chat. Okay. Okay, there. Wait. I check and recheck many things. Uh, 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 you know the typical people that are like extremely passive aggressive and they pretend to be good. Let's climb to the tip of the top of the tip of the topic. Yeah, literally. I hate how it. I forgot to connect my second screen, but I'm lazy to go to the room that has the adapter. Okay. So there was. I was on a server that was a paid server. That's why. That's what makes me make this video mainly because this is people that the money for them is replaceable. Like not the money, the support that they give them. Well, I don't know if you're really seeing. Well, you kind of know now how it was a surprise out, but now that you saw that, okay. Hello, Zachary. How are you? Okay, I'm trying to adapt this to one screen. I should not stream with two. Okay, I think that's the way. There was a person saying the way I have access to Discord because of how my parents blocked it. I can't even do that. Like listening on a voice chat. And the hospital lost my phone, and my parents gave up on giving it back. I mentioned I'm gonna. Okay, so then I said like with asterisk, tries to contain her challenging behavior disorder. I should explain this. Challenging behavior disorder is basically a condition that makes you be extremely rebel when you feel there's something that is not fair going on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So every time I see someone complaining about how parents are unfair or discriminate or are homophobic or transphobic, which is very typical, sadly, on parents. But this is not really that extreme. This is just someone that the hospital of my. So basically, just someone complaining, mentioning some stuff of her parents. What is scrutinizing? Zachary sounds like what? Okay. Then Sydney says, "Don't do this, please." But like, I don't have my avatar, but it's like with the Joker face. And I was like, because I was not understanding, and I was like, "Sorry, what thing?" And then it feels like me not understanding generally. Now I understand better. But it feels like that was like a crime or something. So they go here like chasing up on my. Ah, no, sorry. Chasing up on my early statement in private. Am I covering anything? Okay, perfect. You said it showed some of my surprise. No, it didn't show the surprise, but I showed who I was talking with, which is part of who's doing the surprise for your birthday. Okay, which will be very likely tomorrow if I physically feel, because mentally, as I said, I'm feeling better, but physically it's like my body is destroyed, like a permanent period. Okay. Please do not use your disabilities or portions of your identity as quirky attempts at humor. I don't know what it means here, portions of your identity. But here, my disability, just because I said this, and the ignorant doesn't know what that is. Apparently. Of course, in this moment, I was like, nah, okay, I will try to talk, maybe, blah, blah, blah. Trying to be good, you know, the typical of me. Trying to be good with people that just want you to suffer. Or to be humiliated like this person did. Please also refrain from attempting to assert members of this community's gender identity or disabilities unprompt. I don't know what unprompt means. That's the only part I didn't understand. But I never used or ascertain any gender identity. I mean, bruh, that's like saying, let me think. That's like saying, as Mongols, stop being woke. It's as absurd as that. Or it's like that. Like, of course, you know that politically I don't have an opinion, so this is not a political thing at least. Not really hurting anything. Okay, in that case, when that's ready, I will tell you, Mesh. I will tell you. You deserve it, and you will really be happy with it. Tries to contain her challenging behavior disorder. Ah, yeah. Wait, sorry, I'm skipping parts. I said I didn't attack any gender entry, but I can understand the other parts about the disabilities. It's just my way to live with it, with my own condition, but I get not everyone feels comfortable around it. Just for about which of the comments in the stream, because this person said, your comments during your last visit to stream. So they were talking about what I commented on Discord while there was a stream. So my misunderstood was from the live chat. You clearly didn't read what I said, and then I did. This is just the typical people with rigid mind, you know. You know that my mind, even with people that I should not be good with or that I should not take seriously, I still try to do it. But when I see people are like this, like passive aggressive, like they are closed on their mindset, and they exclude me when I literally paid. When I literally paid to be there. Further disruption. Okay, so here threatening me with the ban from the Discord, which is literally a paid Discord. So it's like, look, the only thing I just said, look, I said try to contain her challenging behavior disorder, and then sorry, what thing? And that's all. And you know what? You know what's my theory? These two things, and on a live chat, I mentioned that I'm autistic. I just mentioned it. And I feel when the typical people that when they hear the words "I'm autistic," they're like they're like trying to search any excuse to ban or to treat like shit, because this is the kind of attitude. This is all I did. This message and this message, and then on the chat I just said I was autistic. I just gave that information, and then this stupid mindset that people have in general of they hear that and they're like, no, but I can't discriminate for that because I'm so progressive and woke. Of course, not like that, but there's people that pretend to be inclusive. There are others that include really well, and you know it. There's people who include LGBT really well, but others do it just because it's the right thing to do, and or because they are that, but they don't like other conditions, like autism. For example, I've never seen, from my perspective, okay, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I've never seen someone like that with the typical flag of LGBT, and then they also defend disabilities, or they also defend, especially neurodivergencies, because that part of the mental disabilities, not only the autism. Well, one thing, to not use your disabilities. What is exactly disability? The autism, or this, like this part? I feel it's more referring to this part. So the thing is, I don't consider those are disabilities in many aspects, because the disability is just because others, because the society says that it's a disability and they take it less seriously. Okay, no, wait. This part I can read it from the chat directly. So here, I don't know why I use the screenshot if it's literally here. I didn't attack any gender identity, but I can understand the other. Okay, read this part. Tries to saying what I said. What is the nature of this statement? And I still was trying to be good. Like, that's the worst part. That I'm still trying to be good with people like this. Because I have that disorder, and every time I see parents in general being toxic, I have the impulse of saying others to defend themselves. And that's, I repeat, my way to live with it, with my condition. Making humor of it, or maybe not even humor. I was literally trying to contain myself to not say, hey, you should be rebel with your parents because they are treating you like shit. Something like that, like, you know. Because I have that disorder, and every time, yeah. It say that every time I feel like that, and I add asterisks, and then they were like, my server is not a roleplay server. Like, what the fuck? Okay, instead of saying it with the asterisk, I can say the same thing without the asterisk. Or saying, I'm trying to contain my challenging behavior disorder. Like, I could say that in that way, but nah, putting asterisk is already offensive for the rules of the server. As an action that I was doing was something referring to someone else. Yeah, I was okay. Please refrain from thinking, changing typeface. What does it mean? Thinking, changing typeface. No, I understand. Is the asterisks are not visible, or like an effect that makes the letters leaned. Or adding effect will make myself the mod and the mod team ignore what you say. And like this person is saying, hey, don't talk in a way that I don't like, because we will ignore you, because we will ghost you. Like this is the typical person that in school was like, I don't know if it's like between bullying mindset, but only when it's not against them. Well, Sydney, I can't. Just that the way you're saying it feels a bit overwhelming, you know? Like saying this to someone that you consider disabled. Saying all of the whole rant. When I was literally asking, sorry, what thing? Roleplay? Yeah, exactly. But that's not roleplay, that's a way to talk on this context. And then it's either not trying to fit in, from my perspective, it's trying to not fit on something or trying and being perceived as weird. Of course, I learn every time I try at least. I'm saying, please act like a mature adult within the community. Refrain from making jokes or comments about your disabilities. Ignoring completely this part, by the way, with a lack of empathy. Like, this is the only person that cares. I remember that I paid to be on that server. And this person would say, no, but the price was not too high. The money, if this person says it, they are like, they don't appreciate the money. I sing, even if the donation is half of $1, even less, even 30 cents. And I sing even 2 songs or 3. Like, the economy of everyone is important. And for these people, money is replaceable. Of course, I learn every time I try, at least. I'm saying, please act like a mature adult within the community. Refrain from making. Wait. Honestly, from how you see it, just piss Sydney off and you double downing on what you said made them angry, especially you were making a joke or something. No, look what was all the context. All the context was someone complaining about toxic parents. Then I say that I'm trying to contain my challenging behavior disorder, and then Sydney says, "Don't do this, please." And I was like, "Sorry, what thing?" Because I didn't know what part they were referring to. So that's all the context. Like, and then also I mentioned before that I was autistic on a stream. So I feel the fact that I mentioned that, and that I only said this and this, like it's clearly an unconscious hate, you know. I understand the context and how I interpreted the situation. Well, they mean they won't overlook at it, but rather they will scrutinize it and take it literally rather than as a description of a behavior of a vibe. Alright. I'm saying please act like a mature adult within the community. No, I already read this. This is extremely childish behavior. Like anything, this is like the typical one that says it's similar to the adults that are old adults. And they say if you play video games, that's extremely childish. Like just because I use asterisks on a line. I take the advice, just try to have it more of tact. And then I was with this fucking face instead of saying, you know? Oh my god. Just thinking, no, but sorry. I can just ban you if you like. Then who's talking about ignoring things that I type, that someone types? And every point you didn't have bad intention. I paid to be on that server. Maybe read the rules. Let's read the rules. The only rules say rules for beer chat meetups. That's the only rules channel that I was able to find. No, not safe for work. Okay, this is understandable. There's a video player on Hangout. This is not even like I searched. Maybe I didn't search enough because this looks like beer chat rules, or maybe I had to scroll up. Okay, where's the thing? I don't intend to continue any trouble there. I don't know. It seems like you've been nothing but trouble the 2 times you say anything, and you know what's the thing? Like this person, like the first time it was on a stream, I just said, "Hey, what if we collab?" Because I saw their channel was smaller than mine, and I was like, "Hey, this stream feel good. What if our humor, what if our not humorful, maybe anything we like is the same." And I was like doing that with the intention of helping. Now, if I was going to a bigger channel, it will make more sense that you complain like that. And it's funny because it's like this can happen with people of like 300 subscribers or something like that. You can okay asking about my gender identity. Like I can't ask the pronouns. I can't ask to prevent confusion. No, I have to guess. I have to guess how to treat someone that is non-binary. Like normal that you ask because I don't have the intention to offend. If I ask more about it, is to not be disrespectful. And no, asking is already the worst thing because you have to guess. And ask to collaborate with. I already explained that part. I know nothing about you. I already explained that part. When the people collab, they don't know each other at the beginning sometimes, but I see you're not like that. I respect, and I was still like, I respect that. And this person just says, "Yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And then they banned me. So yeah, that's the thing with this person that okay, now I'm not sharing my screen. So I guess I can do one little thing not unrelated. Yeah, so it's like I'm used to people like that. Like you say hello and they get offended. But not because they are woke or not because they are on political left. No, you can be on political left if you want or political right, whatever. I don't care about politics. But it's like literally sorry. It's literally more that they don't like you and they unconsciously in their mind search a reason to ban you without saying directly it's because you're autistic. It's because you act like a normal autistic person would act. Like by just talking like that. I don't know, like in those messages what did you see weird of me? Like I showed it everything. Okay, one thing. One little thing. Because there's something I'm gonna do about this. Just one little thing. Extremely little actually. Okay, where is it? Okay, I'm checking. Checking. Okay, I'm not doxing myself now. Sorry, I had something open. Uh, uh, uh. Okay, I see this. Alright. Righty. This one. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I will do something about this. But one little thing. Because if that $1 was not important, on Chilean peso, it will be confusing. Wait, no, never mind. Okay. Oh, it's active. No. Wait, I need to cancel. I didn't know that with Patreon it was going to be renovated all the time. I need to cancel it, obviously. Like, it's active. Cancel. Okay, an invisible warning appeared. Bugged. But enter. Nothing happens. Are you telling me to cancel this? I have to. No, it's just bugged. Okay, I need to spam the click cancel. I need to spam the click until it hits the button of canceling because it's like. Oh, there it is. No, you know what? It's like bugs that are made for you to not cancel a payment. That's from the side of Patreon, I think. No, wait, this is from the side of. Well, it's on PayPal. I don't think PayPal does that. I'm glitched. I'm glitched on my computer. Okay. Refresh. Cancelled. Alright. Alright. Perfect. Right. Moment. Eh, eh, eh. Alright. I don't know better. Blah. Product. Product. Service. I don't know what it is. Service. Installation. What the fuck? Okay. Complete. By the way, I can't make the until Sunday pass. I can't make the name of the channel. Yeah, again that sound. Fuck. Oh my god, that sound is awful. Name of the yeah. Look at the name of my channel. It's invisible except the final part. Uh, all right. Any question or anything? Name of my channel invisible. Any question? Right. Question. Not necessarily about the topic. About anything. About anything. One thing I don't like is that maybe I'm wrong, but from my own perspective, I feel my voice sounds like egocentric sometimes, and I don't like that. Then my way to explain things is like so passionate that I'm like, I sound. Anyways, it's a very disappointing situation. I will stop donating to people that are not friends or people that I consider like big inspiration. For example, Nate, that is the one red hair of who just got the wasp. He's a big inspiration for me. Um, when he's not a friend, I will still support him, especially with the. He also has a roommate's plan. Just that one is more expensive than mine. What I'm doing if I am bigger, I don't know. I'm bigger than these people. I appreciate more the money. I don't know if it's more. I think it's more money than I make, but it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that for me, someone sends money, and I don't treat them like that just because they say that they are autistic. Pretty much like that's my interpretation. What Alright. But today, uh, oh, it's a ghost. People that are like, I already said all that I could say. Right, it was. There it is. Hi. Still there? Yeah, I'm still. Wait, don't you hear? I hate that sound. There's beats for the left. Beats? Like on Twitch or. I'm not live on Twitch. Live on Twitch. What else? Ah, yeah, in that sound. Hello, Hans. It's like the sensation. So you hear at least the keyword, or you say what else, and right into Hans. Ah, no, sorry, what feel? Here, yeah. And that's the distance of the microphone. Uh, uh, all right. Submit. Okay, I finished. I can't tell. I can't tell if you're not talking mostly right now. No, it's the microphone. Believe me. It's the. If I talk low, if I talk low, like on low volume of my voice, hard to hear anything. Remember to like the video, by the way. Yeah, noise suppression sometimes suppresses everything. That's the problem. I need to talk higher, and I need even an even better microphone because this one is not good enough. Questions about anything? Already feel the response? Chargeback or whatever. It's the last time I pay. And one thing, never pay to be on a Discord server. Unless it's something very specific that is not for following a creator. I don't know, to get a service, maybe pay a Patreon to get something you want. To get even plus 18 stuff if you want the. No, not even. You can find those same name. Depends because don't pirate the content of creators. Or if you use like a comic and you want to see how it ends, like those things you can do that. But if it's to enter to a Discord server, just don't. Like that does sound like a kind of bad idea to pay specifically for that. I the thing is, I wanted to see more of the comics and art that was on their Patreon, but the first one is only $1 just to enter to the Discord. Like even the Discord is paid. It's paid. It's just people that care about the money. That is greedy. And I don't really, that my Discord is not even public, but it's also not for people who pay. There's people that paid, and I still not invited them to the server. And there's people that I only invite friends, basically friends or people that I know that I can trust, just to have fun, just to show my content, the announcements. But between having a public server or a paid server only, famous. But how the idea that everyone that on the server gave at least $1, and no, it's just greedy because you don't care about the people, you care about that person, you care about the money, everything as a product, right? I'm not perfect, and but I try to thank. Okay, Olivia. Okay, friend of some friend that safe. Whatever. Saying. What was I saying? I forgot. That's another thing. I sometimes talk and I forget what I was talking about from a moment. Like, sometimes you're Larry. Like sometimes, uh, people don't appreciate their fans as people who put the effort of their work on them. They donate, or when they just simply support watching the donating even. Like for some people, they only need the money. It's just a business, and I understand it can happen because it's the economists versus the emotionalists, or the economists versus the ones that really do it for fun. And look, that this is my job. Like my community paid for my freaking property, and even well, a lot more things that they Nesham was the biggest one donor, but there was also Felix Gazuko. What's the name of the Aisan? Uh, another one that planned for appreciated the donation, but then I saw really scary. Well, not scary, more like gross, but whatever. I don't cancel people. In fact, this is not even a cancellation because I will never the one my current never go to any channel. My sugar mom, yeah. uh, but consider that Felix also helped a lot. Well, other people also that well, even Krista was the first one to become membership. And I don't know, I remember those things by name. Who else? Who else? Who else? Hearing fix on DM's joke. That you put joke. But that on this community return something is a joke. You say it's a joke. Hello Krista, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Yeah. Google Bone so donates a lot. Like as I say, literally I thank everyone, I love when people are like that. So one thing. No, better not. I really appreciate the community I have. I know this stream doesn't have quality or it just have black screen. But normally you see the kind of things that I do. And even when the audio is not perfect, also just for he doesn't know what. Even when the quality is not perfect, I can't run many games and then stream fail. I just try to do it myself. I'm not perfect. I will have a lot of mistakes. A lot. Even more than many people. But I don't really want to become artificial. Really want to become why I say don't want to have like a lot of subscribers, like millions, because even when I want to inspire others, if I could not inspire enough, I lost my human. And I feel that's the most important part of a stream. You have some idea, something with that. I mean, yeah, the moderators are friends because no, that I say that one on streamers, like doing body paint of my character will be cool someday. But if it's like nudist and like that, obviously it will be only on something like a Patreon plus 18. Even if it's not explicit, even if the painting covers everything, I will put Patreon, but only for plus 18 people. And gray, what? What? Gray what? Gray. Me llamo self-reporting. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, this person don't subscribe to them. Okay, no. No. I I just hope this person learns at some point or someday. Because it's like really agree what? Exactly agree what? No, I don't know, Mesham. I have no idea. Responsible artificial disappear. Yeah. No, wait. I'm stopping taking my pills and you're not disappearing. That means you're real after all. You're real. You're not hallucinations or bots. You're real. You have, in fact, most of you have channels that prove that you're real because you stream when I stream. Anyways. Taka 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 taka. Okay, okay. Alan, I may disappear when you're clean. When I don't have pills, you will not disappear. You look like a femboy online, but in real life, you're like a masculine biker. A masculine biker that talks like a femboy. I don't know if I'm a voice in your head. You're text in my head, not voice. And I was going to sleep. So these kind of things that you have to say them. You have to say them. And it's ignorant also because I feel this person didn't know what is the challenging attitude behavior at all. Because if you know someone with challenging attitude behavior, you don't treat them like that. The only thing they will want when they notice how you're, when I noticed that I was being like, sorry, it was sorry, I will not do it again. When I was like, after I noticed that it was this person treating me like shit. No, then what else? I will try to edit this as a video, by the way. And I may disappear just because I got that from my But Krista, I love how that's true and you still do joke with it. Joke on relevance. Imaginary though, I'm glad I haven't disappeared. Wait, if you're imaginary, are you telling me you don't have money for the property? Are you telling me My Little Pony doesn't exist because you created My Little Pony? You are product of my imagination. I am product of a screen, by the way. I'm AI. I am AI. I don't exist. I don't be real. I'm not real. Anyways, like the video, by the way. Like it. Like it. And subscribe. Even if you're already subscribed, subscribe again. Okay, no. That's impossible. Like the video. I hand disappear after you're just your. Ah, no, yeah. The way I read the same things, forgetting that I've already read them. I feel I'm the kind of person that when I get old, I will have Alzheimer. And there's a stream called Top 1,002,252,008 people. And they say in the comments that Dr. Disrespect appeared in one of on the list, but it's literally a list that goes like every person in humanity that was famous. Oh no, that's curious. Jakub, who was Jakub? Oh yeah, how's the list going? Hold on. One thing, yeah, we are finishing it. We had advancement thanks to Chungu and Gub. In fact, I added the order of all the lore events that will happen related to Goob's lore. Now the only thing, Hans, the only things pending finish the season are to write how exactly is the psychologist office that is hallucinations in Minecraft after you take the chemical X or something like that. No, it's a potion that is from a mod. I don't know which mod, but it's potion of funny. And when you take it, you suffer a lot. But you also get what? You also get what? What I was talking about? So get we have to make it to make the players that they can be teleported to the dream place, the hallucination place. After that, we need to make that the hallucination makes the circus. The hallucination makes them take the decision to go to the circus, or it inspires Chocos, that is the clown, to go to the circus. That's pretty much the only thing that we need. And Luffy will design a list of what will happen in the circus, and then the builders team is going to do it. So don't worry about that. Content mine around for intro that will happen in the SMP. I feel the SMP will be legendary. I feel it like that. Because working with a builders team like that, and many other things that I don't like to mention because I like to use names of other people to show off or powers. No, you get teleported to a hallucination on that thing. But yeah, we need to make basically the end because on the circus something will happen. As you can see on the server of the SMP, you can see the on the list. You can see what will happen at the end after the circus. What I don't know is I feel that's not enough for a season finale. But what else could we do? Like what else? Literally what else? Literally. Now after that event, I feel we could still do something more epic for a finale. Because I feel it's like weird to keep it as a finale, but we need to add a little bit more. That would that's cool. More like a finale, like a season. And the reason why there are seasons is because we need to have like groups of things we are gonna do. To have things we're gonna do to have a to have the list on what we will be paying for them. So we will pay, or I will pay every season separately. Lesbian legs. If I add Jenny's mod, we'll get banned, Crystal, and that's not the idea. I had a spoon that is literally like a mini shovel. I use it to eat cake or stuff. So it's a shovel, literally. I want to mind them. But it has to be family friendly mostly, not people trying to make a family. Exactly! You get it! You just got it, Meshamo. You just got it. Oh my god. If anything, I still don't know if the next donation goal will be for the SMP or for the roommates plan. For those who know, I'm not saying with who. That's only certain people know. What? For director. Wait. Oh, there's a lot of lesbians behind the scenes. I was cameraman, the director. Wait. Are you telling me you're a boy but you're lesbian? How does that work, Hanso? Ahora, get pregnant. Wow. 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 Like peak cinema. Absolute cinema. 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 Alright. Never mind. Never mind. And then you know which narcissist probably use this against me. Saying that's why you don't have to set money from I mean, I set my money as long as you don't scam me or basically in the service, or I gave you the money for a condition and you didn't. But as I said, I don't want to mention who I'm talking about. Like it's not necessary, and I don't like. I don't know if there can be peace. I accept it. I don't have to destroy. But if someone else tries, know who I'm talking about? Not the one of the video, by the way. Not related to the topic of the video. If they try, I go with everything. Like try with everything, I go with everything. If they try a bit, I go a bit. Rather peace, happy. So what if we? There's a channel I can try to raid. Let's see if I can. Terror joke lewd, me too. And I couldn't say anything helpful about the heavy. Nah, don't worry. We finished that topic. We finished that topic. Don't worry. Direct. can redirect to the YouTuber from Yucatepec. That's epic. Let's redirect to the YouTuber from Yucatepec. But that will be a weird experience. Because you will see that I sent a raid. Well, but you at least know bilingual, most of you. I will rate. You can rate on YouTube, by the way. Just rate the YouTuber from Yucatepec. See you, people. I hope you have a great night and enjoy watching someone cursing in a different language. See you.